Hey, how are you? Noxis Flak here, and it's back. Well, Age of Empires is back on the channel. I'm back. I've played through all of Age of Empires 3, quite a lot of Age of Empires 2, all of the base game of Age of Empires 2, and it's about time that I play Age of Empires 4. I know, bad timing on my break. I had a work trip. I'm sorry, by the way. But I think everyone's had a little bit of time to kind of hear about Age of Empires 4, hear the complaints, see what's going on, and maybe you'll enjoy my take on it. But yes, I intend to play through the campaigns. While there's going to be a small break for December when we do the December special, Christmas special, I will be playing through the whole story of the game before then going back to Age of Empires 2. Alright, so before we get to 1066 Hastings, which is really, I think, is the tutorial mission, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to tell your friend about Noxis Flak, don't forget to tell your dad, who loves Age of Empires, that Age of Empires 4 came out, and all he has to do is watch this for some reason. Alright, cringe out of the way, let's go.
Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen.
So this feels like a legit documentary. Pre-2005 History Channel.
Turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne.
Does this count as a return of live-action cutscenes? Like in Red Alert?
October 14th,
Tiberian Wars?
1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this.
Thanks to this crow. To this
the
raven.
Bayer Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown.
Hearsay.
So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne.
Nice.
But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England.
Nice. Yes.
The weather cleared.
Cliffs of Dover. They're pretty.
He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set.
It's pretty
And
cool.
up for grabs,
I like how they did this.
England itself.
So this is actually the spot where the fight happens, and then they use CGI to put the units there. That's pretty cool. It's not as fun as the LARPing of the pre-2005 History Channel, which that made me feel a little nostalgic for when I could watch an actual thing about history and not trying to explain how the aliens are working with the Nazis and that's how the Mayan pyramids are there, like, which is apparently what's on the History Channel now. Sorry, YouTube, I know I used the N-word, so I'm going to say something that won't upset you. I meant National Socialists, and I know that sounds better to you for some reason. Alright, but yes, pretty excited for Age of Empires 4. Like I said, I've already played. I have my opinions. Would love to hear your opinions in the comments below. But first things first, I don't mind the cutscenes. I do miss the storybook with the beautifully, um, portrayed picture in like an old-fashioned book surrounded by items. Very reminiscent of the culture of the country you're playing as. I did like that in Age of Empires 2. And then Age of Empires 3 focused on the Black family legacy, starting at the island of Malta, moving to America. You start as a crusader, you meet a pirate, you're a colonial, then you're an American industrialist. That was cool. This one seems to lack that personality. This one feels much more like a documentary, which is not necessarily
On October
a bad
14th,
thing. It's just different.
1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army.
You underestimate my
Here,
power.
on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Alright, so this is definitely a tutorial. Hero unit, definitely pro hero unit. So I think I can only control these people, and then the AI is going to be pretty chill.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall.
That's a bad decision. You underestimate my power. So you got a bunch of men-at-arms, they got a bunch of hardened spearmen.
Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield.
The
As
archers are
one man
firing.
fell, another took his place.
Interesting,
Overlapping
the
shields
pathing.
in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat.
Running very bravely.
William's feigned retreat was working.
Yes, we learned this
The
from the
Anglo-Saxon
Mongols.
army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move.
That was a bad decision. We feigned a retreat. These people are being kept in the reserve.
With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged.
Yeah, why are the archers not shooting? Alright, so we're taking out the Anglo-Saxons that formed the shield wall. This area we seem to have more handle.
The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer. The
Archers.
sharp-eyed archers.
Cool. So these are regular archers, but we're playing as the English, so I assume longbowmen come later.
More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army.
That feels very much like you're losing more men than you should. Oh, that's no good. Bravely run away. Bravely run away. More? More will do. Alright. So this is the remaining reinforcements
Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray,
that I assume
and the
I have
Normans' deadly
available.
cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose
Alright, so
sturdy
I can't-
polearms could easily bring down a horse.
I can't bring in the horsemen until all their spearmen are dead, which makes sense. They're basically explaining the rock, paper, scissors nature of unit types. feel like the spearmen just keep coming. Can we do some focus fire? Press A and left. Now that I've done the move, attack move,
With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers.
Alright, here comes the cavalry. Get wrecked. Rescue him! So I guess rescuing is as simple as walk over and touch.
The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself.
All archers.
More Norman cavalrymen took to the field.
We need to take out King Harold.
The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his.
Yeah, but my archers are focus firing. Here he is. Got him.
The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic.
Sounds right. Nice.
Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning.
Very cool. Very cool. So I've unlocked content here. I'm still not 100% used to this screen. So we can learn how to build a castle, a page from history, and then more about the Norman conquest. I am going to hit quit, which I believe just takes me to the main menu. There we go. And that will be 1066 Hastings. And in the next video, I will do 1069 York. I know it was a quick one, but we had to dip our toes in before we really went in for it. So this is Noxis Flak. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to tell your dad who loved Age of Empires 2 that Age of Empires 4 is out, and show him my video. He just wants to see the game, he doesn't care about me, I get it, but it helps me. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow for York.